Next category. I'm just gonna jump into this with best AAA game.
Nice.
I have Tomb Raider, Assassin's Creed Syndicate, Fallout 4, and Bloodborne as my honorable mentions. Assassin's Creed Syndicate is goddamn gorgeous. It is a wonderful game. It's not going to win this category for me. Tomb Raider, they made a better Tomb Raider game. Good on them. Doesn't win this category. Fallout 4, it's more Fallout. It's Fallout 3, but bigger, better, more grander, with building I don't care about the building. Bloodborne, it's fucking like hard. Who is the
Lovecraft?
Yeah, it's the Lovecraftian horror Dark Souls you never knew you wanted, but you're glad that it's here. Also doesn't win this category. Witcher 3.
Yes.
Witcher 3 wins it for me.
Let me just go right off you. I have it as Witcher 3.
Yeah, too. you can talk it up.
Rob,
for me,
you know about my stunningly huge erection for the Witcher franchise.
Beauty fuel.
I played the first Witcher.
Fantastical.
I played the first Witcher when it came out for PC.
You sure did.
And so did Jason Perini. So did Jason Perini. We were both obsessed with it.
Game is fucking terrible.
The first one?
The first one?
Terrible.
Yeah.
Unplayable.
Witcher 2, I actually don't like as much as 1. Witcher 3.
You are out of your goddamn mind, sir.
Witcher 3, on the other hand, is a great combination of the two. It brings back... Because my big thing with 2 is that 2 got so political. Like, every quest was about, politics and this and that. And
I like
it kind of lost the personal... Witcher 1's very much about Geralt and his relationships and, him raising a surrogate son and shit like that. Witcher 3 really splits that down the middle, and it gets them both, finally.
That's cool.
And it feels nice to play through an open world that isn't just a checklist. Feels like every corner of it, someone put a lot of care into. Yeah, I have nothing but good things to say about The Witcher 3. I think it's near flawless.
I got some problems with the Witcher franchise, namely that I have heard you guys rave about it so much, and then went and bought 1 and 2, and then had all you guys be like, "Oh yeah, don't start there. Start with 3." I was like,
I would never say that. Start with 1.
No, we all said start with 2.
I say. Listen, 1 has not aged well, but
no.
Okay,
you should play it.
1 didn't age well when it came out.
No, that's so harsh.
Well, I got 1 vote for do and 1 vote for don't.
Play Witcher 4.
It was first. 1. Well, I would argue Witcher 1 was never good.
I can't agree less.
All right. I still don't know what to do now.
I would say
play Witcher 2.
Start honestly. Within the first 2-3 hours of Witcher 1, if you're not feeling it, uninstall. Like, it's totally fine. I have a thing.
Just stop playing the series.
I have a thing for the sort of kitschy, Polish RPG feel.
Yes, the Eastern Bloc, most broken game of 2011.
Yeah. But my runners up, I guess, Witcher 3 would be my winner, but runners up, Fallout 4, barely. And that breaks my heart. Yeah. I really thought we were getting something. I don't know. It's weird. We can talk more about Fallout 4 later.
We're definitely going to talk more about Fallout 4.
It ekes its way onto this list. Super Mario Maker, if you guys have not played that. Oh my god. What a great... I mean, I have yet to build my own level. I'm just out there playing like I go online and I'm like, okay, who's making the great levels this week? And fucking Panga, man, that guy's a lunatic. You will never beat anything. When I see him upload something, I'm like, I roll up my sleeves and I'm like, all right, you son of a bitch, let's do this. And it's the best type of game in that I can play it in front of my son and my wife, and it's a nice, friendly family game. And then they go to bed and I'm like, all right, let's let the wolves out. And I look up all the fucking hard levels. I got my beer and my whiskey, and I'm like, yeah, you fuckers, let's do this. It's great, and that you can split the difference between family game and, daddy's hardcore 90s gamer game.
What he doesn't tell his wife, though, is he absolutely is teaching his son how to play Bloodborne right now.
And I also, another runner-up, and it's a shame because this game came out so early, but it's not going to get enough love. Dying Light.
Ooh.
Dying Light.
That will get some love later.
Dying Light. I am a huge fan.
I just don't
of Dying Light.
think that game is. It doesn't sit with these other titles that came out this year, but that doesn't mean it's not good.
And another runner-up, and this comes in second for me, is Until Dawn.
I wish I played that game this year.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing with Until Dawn.
I will play it at some point. But.
you have to take into account when I talk about my love for Until Dawn. And keep in mind, Until Dawn almost beat The Witcher 3 in this category, which I would have never expected.
Wow.
Which I would have never expected.
That doesn't make any sense.
Hey guys, remember when I went back and I said Rob wants to keep the show moving, and then literally every game you mention, he tells you why you're wrong?
No, I didn't.
It just happened.
I commented. I'm keeping myself.
I'm just
very
commenting.
reined in.
They just happen to be comments that disagree with you.
Commentary.
He hates capitalism.
What Sean just described
you know what?
is the definition of commentary.
We could save a lot of time just by muting Boris's mic. It's fine.
But the thing about you have to take into account with Until Dawn, my personal bias is I love horror.
Yeah,
And when they came out and they said, yeah, no, this is a horror movie with hundreds, if not thousands of variables in it that you'll actually notice, I was like, yeah, that sounds like, bullshit, PS4 greatness awaits marketing crap. It's not. It's the real deal. It is a horror movie that you control on the fly. I mean, I was hanging out with I do a horror film festival, and I was talking to the bartender, and he was recently big into playing it. And he and I were talking about our games and just completely different survivors and outcomes. And he was like, wait, he's still alive for you? And I'm like, yeah. And he was like, yo, that motherfucker died like the first hour in my game. And I'm like, well, then you missed out on this relationship. And it's just like, it's they, cool. They put up, they walk the walk with that one.
That element of the game is really, I think, the thing that everybody keeps talking about constantly. And it's worth mentioning that everybody can live or die. Like that,
that's cool.
And it's merciless in that, like, the ones who you would think would, like, I had one guy who I thought, oh, here's my hero, first one dead. Just because of my own actions.
Whoops. It's great.
And we had the guys who wrote it at my festival last year.
And
awesome. I was asking them about it, and I was like, so you guys got a game coming up next year, man, what am I in for? And they were like, oh, just you wait. And they were like, it's just been a very long, complicated process, but we think it's going to be worth it.
That game has been in development for a long time.
It was a PlayStation 3 Move title.
Yeah.
It was a PS3 Move title.
I did not know. I knew that it was a PS3 title originally. I did not know that it was a Move title.
And the Move thing was going to be the flashlight. That's why
fucked up.
You'll notice when you play Until Dawn, almost everyone has a flashlight at one point, because that's what it was intended to be.
Oh my god.
Nope.
That's funny.
Thank God that did not. Nope.
But yeah, that's
nope.
that's my list.
Is that everybody? Did everybody go?
I didn't go.
Mr. Ginto.
I'm gonna say my honorable mentions are Metal Gear Solid 5.
God, I didn't play it enough.
Because it was good, but it just didn't get me to where I wanted.
Oh, don't worry. I'm going to have a lot to say about
I doubt. And Witcher 3. Again,
good.
Beautiful. Open world.
You can stay.
Yes. I need to get it again, because I got it for the PS4, and I'm more of an Xbox person, so I have to get it for the Xbox. I don't know. The controller is a little bit different. But my number one is Fallout 4. And it's because there's so much to it. And you can do whatever you want, and I don't care about my son. And I really don't. I always keep forgetting, oh, right, I have to find Sean.
Oh, I thought you meant like an actual son.
No.
Okay.
Not my actual.
And you know what it is? Me being an actual dad, I didn't even blink. I was like, yeah, I could see that.
Spit Devil, thank you.
I was like, yo, dog, big yo, dog, been there, man. Deadbeat dads for life, bro.
Yeah, man. You got Until Dawn, I got Fallout 4. No, but Fallout 4.
Spit Devil, thank you so much for the follow.
Definitely my game, AAA of the year.
Oh.
That's all I'm saying.
Fallout 4.
Dave?
Fallout 4.
Nice.
Yeah, there was only one AAA game that I actually got this year, but at the same point, I really enjoyed it. Which
Dragon Age Origins.
Arkham Knight.
Oh, Batman Arkham Knight.
I think you and I are not going to be getting along later.
I bought it on the PC, and even with the problems, I was still able to enjoy it.
Yeah,
that's good.
I'll talk about it later.
Yeah. That's a game.
Yeah, I mean, if you like the Arkham series, it's just a good representation of all that stuff. I love the updates that they are able to do with the tech and the graphics.
I will probably play that in 2016. I'll probably enjoy it. I've liked the other ones.
I've heard good things.
Yeah, I mean, it's just,
great things.
They just was like, they shipped that thing out on just with its fucking hair on fire. It's just hard to believe.
Oh, yeah, it was a terrible launch.
I was
playing that through and just like, ooh.
that Warner
No.
Brothers?
Yeah.
The thing that I love everybody mentioning, so I'm going to mention it now when it comes to that game, is the fact that the new generation of consoles was supposed to make this PC porting shit easier.
Yeah. That didn't happen.
Like, what the? We'll get to that later. So yours is Batman Arkham Knight. So you liked it, huh?
Oh yeah. Yeah, it was a good time. I mean, but I was really much a fan of that series. I liked the storyline.
Out of the whole
Sorry, you about to
series, which one is your favorite? Would you say this one tops it?
Probably City over this one. It just had a little bit more cohesiveness to it.
Yeah.
Whereas this one had, it feels like a natural evolution. That's the thing. Like this one fits in very well with all the rest.
It's
That's
interesting, and I
badass.
think you and I will have more to talk about later. I mean, spoiler alert, though, I have it. It's my least favorite of the Arkham series. While I still like
Okay.
it, it's
Even
my
Han,
least
you
favorite.
played Origin?
I've played all of them. I play and all the DLCs for all of them. Like that's my series right there. And I'll talk more about why Arkham Knight didn't really. I don't hate it, but it just didn't. It just kind of bounced right off me.
Next category.
Next category,